Noah Clowney showed both potential and production in a promising rookie season for the Nets. Let's break it down. Lucas Kaplan here again with an episode of Nets Film Focus, and today it'll be something a little different. In our first two episodes, we focused on the third-year improvements of Cam Thomas and Day'Ron Sharpe, but today we're taking a look at the rookie season of one Noah Clowney. For Clowney, of course, it was less about tracking year-over-year improvements and more about getting to know the 2023 first-rounder. What kind of potential did he have? Well, from his very first appearances with the Long Island Nets in the G League, Clowney showed us, and it starts as a menacing shot blocker on the defensive end. Right away, you could see Noah had the timing as well as the athleticism and length to block a ton of shots in help at the rim. But Long Island also played him at the 5, and he'd have to meet drivers coming downhill just like that. The technique on some of these block shots is so impressive. Look at this one again. He jumps vertically, then contorts his body to swipe at the ball. Not just contesting, but going for that block. Same thing here, just showing off the body control. So when Clowney made the jump to consistent NBA minutes in the spring, we were on high alert to see if these defensive skills would translate to the next level. And they did. Almost immediately, it was clear that that timing, as well as the athleticism and length, would translate to the NBA. Noah was getting the same type of weak side blocks, as well as that technique, jumping vertically and then contorting his body to track the ball. No matter if you just glanced at the games or studied the tape, it was clear that Clowney showed tantalizing defensive potential in his first season as a pro. His block rate in both the G and the NBA exceeded that of his time at Alabama, and Clowney only played a quarter of his 370 NBA minutes at the center position, per Basketball Reference. Brooklyn's coaching staff frequently tasked Clowney with guarding on the perimeter and covering space. And why not? Here he is in the G League, closing out to a driver, then changing directions twice to alter the shot, and that foot speed certainly translated to the NBA as Clowney kept up with small guards in isolation. Here, Tyrese Halliburton can't shake him after a few crossovers, and he gets his shot smoked off the glass. And here's Clowney going over a pick and roll, acting like a guard to keep up with Jared Butler to block his shot. But also, Clowney is 6'10", so why not have him try to guard Giannis, as he does here? On the offensive end of the floor, Clowney immediately raised eyebrows with his three-point shooting. A small sample size to be sure, but after knocking down around 28% of his treys at both Alabama and in the G, he made over 36% of them with Brooklyn. At all three levels though, his confidence never wavered and his stroke looked smooth. Whether his shot sustains in year 2 is something Nets fans are sure to be watching for. And while Clowney's two-point scoring is a work in progress, there were clear positive signs in year 1. In both the G and the NBA, Clowney occasionally struggled to score through contact, but this isn't a big worry. In our last episode, we noted Day'Ron Sharpe's improvements in this exact area, especially when you see Noah Clowney elevate like that. He will get stronger. But meanwhile, there were positive signs in this area as well. The way he can slither to the basket, using a live dribble and his long limbs to get to these layups is a real positive sign for a guy who might be attacking from the perimeter often. There he drives baseline, and here, a pump fake, then getting his shoulder into Keegan Murray for a really nice finish. After being taken with the 21st pick about 1 year ago, Noah Clowney aced his rookie season with the Nets. Whether he was in Long Island or Brooklyn, Noah Clowney showed the promise the Nets envisioned when they selected him, a defensive-minded forward who could play inside-out basketball on both ends of the floor. And after seeing what Clowney accomplished in 2024, that promise is much easier to believe in. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more episodes of Nets Film Focus.